I had long dreamed of going to a snowy place where I could try skiing. Finally, after months of planning with my friends, that dream came true. We decided to go to Twist Town in the Swiss Alps, a place renowned worldwide for its natural beauty and stunning slopes. My close friends, Riem, Sarah, and Fahad, came along. We were all excited, yet a bit nervous because none of us were really experienced skiers. For me, this was only the second time I'd ever skied. The first time was at a local resort, but I felt this experience would be much bigger and more challenging. We arrived in Twist Town on a very cold morning. Snow was falling heavily. The air was crisp and still, making everything feel like we were in another world. We didn't want to waste a moment in this beautiful place. So we headed straight to our rented apartment in a quiet neighborhood, surrounded by stunning mountain views. The apartment was spacious and cozy, with huge windows that allowed us to enjoy the view of the snow falling freely. On the first day, we all decided to start by learning the basics of skiing on the smaller hills. I was super excited, but also felt a bit scared. I wasn't sure how well I'd do, but fortunately, Reem and Sarah had skied before, while Fahad and I were total beginners. We started our lessons with a professional instructor who told us we should first focus on learning to balance and then try skiing on the smaller slopes. For me, the beginning was tough. I fell several times in the first few moments, and when I tried skiing on the snow, I felt like I couldn't control my movements at all. Reem and Sarah were doing well already, while Fahad and I kept falling, but we all couldn't stop laughing. The atmosphere was so lighthearted and fun, and it took the pressure off. I was exhausted by the end of the first day, but I was excited to go back on the slopes the next day. The next day came, and we decided to head for the big slopes. I was really nervous because I was afraid of falling or getting injured. However, Reem and Sarah encouraged me the whole way, and Reem said, "If you're scared of falling, you'll never learn how to ski." I tried to gather my courage and took my first step on the big slope. The wind hit my face, and the snow under my feet was sliding really fast. At first, I felt like I was completely losing control, but little by little, I started to figure out how to balance. In that moment, I felt something indescribable. Freedom. The slopes seemed endless, and the faster I went, the more I enjoyed it. But soon, I started to feel exhausted, as the speed and wind made me focus hard on every move. Fahad, who had been afraid of skiing the big slopes, decided to give it a try after watching us. He fell a few times, but didn't give up, and over time, he got better. The moments of falling and laughing were filled with a spirit of cooperation and friendship. By the end of the week, we had learned so much about skiing and gained a lot of confidence. Every evening, we would return to our apartment, have dinner together, and reminisce about the day's adventures. Laughter echoed in every corner, and the atmosphere was filled with unforgettable memories. Every time we think back to those days in Twist Town, it feels like we're back there, enjoying the snow and the slopes together. In the end, the trip came to a close, but the memories we created together were priceless. That trip was a new beginning for me in the sport of skiing, and it also strengthened our friendship. I learned that through constant trying and bravery, one can overcome fears and accomplish things they never imagined.